us any of your questions to us, you can go and email us at talkitoutshow@gmail.com. If you need to physically send any of your questions to us, go ahead and send it to our P.O. Box, our P.O. Box 901043, Portland, Oregon 97290. All right, and make sure that you hit that like button, subscribe to us, and hit the notification bell so you can know when we come on. All right, so good to have you guys here. It is the Lydia and Joanne Takeover Show. Woo! All right, now, at midweek, we always do this. We have our words of wisdom by Lydia. So we want to go ahead and let her school us and give us some knowledge.
Okay, so wisdom is here to stay. No, I'm just joking. Anyway, so this is not my new, this is my everyday wig. Every day, love it. Looks like it. I got my hair braided. You looking. I got scalp on there. I'm looking real. This is my moments, you know. So this is my work wig. This is my I'm here wig. And as Joanne told me earlier, this is my real wig. Like, basically, this is the time I can be real. I can be real and real. You know what I mean? So this is where I'm working. I'm putting down the crunches. We're doing like about 4 or 5 shows today. So if you see us in the same clothes, it's because we're doing 5 shows and we forgot to bring our clothes. But you know what? That's good because you know what? We're being real. We letting you know this is our real time. So this wig makes me feel natural, real, and everything. So when I start getting my colorful wigs and all of I'm happy or I'm like on a mission. I have a friend tell me my short wig is my Miss Attitude wig, and she don't like me with that because I got attitude all the time. So you know, so at the end of the day, what we're saying is be real with yourself. You ain't gotta be real with nobody else. Be real with you. That's the whole thing. Be real with you on how you feel today. You want to be bone crushing hardcore, put your real wig on. Like I'm about to get my grind on. Work is not playing today. We're going to make some money today. That's what this is. I'm really real. Really real going to work on it today.
Okay.
So that is my wisdom today for you. Is get the wig on that's going to make you be you and be real and get your grind on. Your everyday wig. You know, you ain't got time to be trying to look cute on this day and this day. You got your everyday wig, you look cute, or you don't. It's up to however anybody take it, you don't care. So this is my real wig. Don't care how you look at me, this is my everyday. I go places with this wig. This wig is my comfort zone. It lets me do my business. I'm on it when I go visit businesses that Joanne tells me about. All those things come into play and kick it. This is what this wig is all about. So that's what this is today. So now that we're going on that, we're going to go ahead to have Joanne talk to us about our Portland Black-owned businesses in Oregon.
That's right. All right, you guys. Now, I love eating fish and I love making fish. People love my fish.
I love her fish.
People always tell me I should go in business, do my fish.
So that when we had a restaurant.
All the time. But so it's a hard time for me to find someone else's fish that I like to eat usually because a lot of people always want me to eat. They want me to make fish.
Yes.
So, but I have found a place where I actually like the fish, and it gives me that back in the day when your mom cooked the fish and this is their cornmeal, and it's just the bomb. So. This place is called 42nd Fish and Chips.
Yes.
So it's right on 42nd Street. It's in between Prescott and Killingsworth Street. But it's really right before you hit Killingsworth. So it's really close to Killingsworth.
Yeah.
So it's when you're going down there, it's right there on the right hand side. And they are open from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. You can call in your orders if you want to. And then they also have desserts and stuff there. Great size. Like we have caramel cake, lemon cake, and all kinds of stuff. Banana pudding. They got all kinds of stuff.
Sweet potato pie. You know how I feel about my sweet potato pie.
Yeah, they have quite a bit, but it's like a case that, and you never know. It's just how you make stuff fresh every day. So you just kind of gotta get there and get it. And when it's out, it's out. You know what I mean? So that's kind of how it is. So yeah, it's 42nd Fish and Chips, and I'm telling you. people are, because of this pandemic and stuff, they are rubbing on this stuff. They got Grubhub and all the people coming, Postmates, all them doing all that stuff. So you guys, hit them up, or you can go just as long as you wear your mask, go and get your food on or whatever. But I like to call in advance to place my order, so then boom, when I get there, it's, because it gets busy sometimes. And a lot of people have, I think right now because of the pandemic, they have like a little patio thing set up, and you can eat out there, and so you can do social distance or whatever. But yes, 42nd Fish and Chips is the place. So yes, that's where you need to patronize. That is who I'm talking about this week. I'm excited about it, and then we need to talk about your stuff. We're gonna help somebody out.
Okay, so we're gonna go here and go to our question for today, and this is our question. Here it goes. I am a 14-year-old male, and want to dress more feminine and paint my nails, etc., etc. But I get embarrassed when my mom says that I am too girly. It was worse when I was younger because she would suspect I was gay because of what I watched on YouTube, what music I liked, and the way I walked. I am remembering me crying, telling her I wasn't gay for the life of me in her car. I was doing this because people were teasing me at school about I'm reading how they wrote it. I have and will be going to high school with them, but there are more chill. Anyway, she told me to start acting differently so they could stop because we had talked about getting a thicker skin, but I wasn't able to at that time. I was 7 or 9 years old, I think, not sure. I have anger problems before this and still have them, so when she kept saying if I was gay, I got very angry and started to cry. Main point is she doesn't like feminine boys, but is not homophobic because my sister is bi and accepted her when she came out, but it's still difficult for me and my sister to talk to her about new age thinking. One big problem was us talking about how the retarded is a slur in contact. So how can I tell her I want to dress the way I want to?
Yeah.
Before anyone tells me to contact CPS or the police, I have already done that and nothing happened. CPS will only send her to foster home again. I kind of got confused. I don't know. It can't be the military.
Yeah.
I don't know. And she cannot go. She can't go back to jail. Her mom is so abusive. Now it's like we switched.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Her mom is so abusive and thinks she's divorced. She is abusing certain drugs. Her new boyfriend gets her a lot of Xanax and leads to my friend getting it even worse.
Is that the sister?
No, that wouldn't be friend.
Oh, okay. I thought because we were talking about foster.
Sorry, I'm trying to get.
Yeah, we're trying to understand.
This is our first. We didn't get to edit.
Yeah.
This is our first.
Yeah, it's right.
So bear with us.
Trying to understand. So
and she's fatigued.
Okay.
And it says yesterday she called me crying, telling me her mom yelled at her and called her a fat, ugly, worthless, etc.
Okay, so
and then hit and chased her around with a knife, all because she was trying to talk about her feelings. The boyfriend encourages the abusive behavior and also calls her hurtful names. My best friend, BF, that's best friend, right?
Yeah.
Best friend told me she wants to run away and my heart is breaking. She said it's either that or she kills herself. Please someone help me figure something out. CPS won't do shit, so don't tell me to contact them. Neither will the cops. I'm 16. I've talked to both my parents and they don't know how to help. I'm praying this doesn't get lost in the text because I genuinely need some help. As of right now, my best friend is staying at her friend's house, but she can only stay there for so long. I've tried talking with her mom, and she's absolutely hopeless. Fucking cunt. Please, someone help me out.
Okay, so basically what I'm saying is, I'm kind of hearing is he's kind of giving us his backstory, but then he kind of goes to about his best friend and needs help in regards to his best friend. So basically, his life ain't that bad. His best friend's is even worse.
Yes.
So that's what's like. He's got this, So it's the best friend that needed the that they've called the CPS and the this and that on and whatever, the police and the CPS,
Yes.
and nothing's happened with this bad treatment that she's getting.
Yes.
I'm trying to think because I'm listening to kind of like, I mean, like, I don't, did it say that she was getting beat?
She chased her around the house with a knife.
Oh, that's pretty bad.
And CPS won't do nothing. She can't go back to foster care, and her mom can't go back to jail.
How can
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what state this is.
Or maybe they don't want them to go back to jail. I don't know. I mean, like, they try not to have the mother go back to jail, I guess.
So, yeah, I don't know.
This is kind of like when...
It's a two-part conversation.
Yeah, it is a two-part conversation.
It is. It's about him being wanting to dress like a girl. He's not gay, but he likes wearing girl clothes and nail polish. So more like wanting to be a transgender, but not gay. Okay, so we got that part. And then the girl, his best friend... She's basically being abused and can't talk about her feelings. Probably she's gay too.
I don't know.
We skipped that.
Well, you just saying.
So I don't know
what
what the issue
saying
is.
she can't talk about her feelings. So I'm like, what's going on in that sense? You know, like I said, I don't. That's why
I don't know.
Because
we went from him to the sister to the best friend. It's all over the place, y'all.
But to me, I'm gonna hone in on a couple of things. That to me, the first couple of things is his issue to me ain't that big of an issue. Sorry, you're just gonna be.
He needs help with it.
No, just be you, because your mom is accepting of you're accepting.
But you always want your mom's approval. He's 16.
I get that, but my thing is still you don't want to lose your. If that's who you want to be, you don't want to lose yourself.
He's saying how to deal with his mom. Not that he wants to change. It's like I want my mom to comprehend that I'm not gay. I just like wearing nail polish and do stuff. Because the reason I say that is because my daughter said that it's a new trend, and girls even like that for guys to want to go ahead and wear nail polish, put on makeup, and that's a new thing. And I don't think the mother comprehends that. And the mom was like, I don't agree with it.
I mean, it's not when you are. We're all different. I mean, when we're raised a certain way, we raise our boys do certain things, we raise our girls do certain things, and then when we go, okay, that's like a girl thing that a guy's doing, and you're like, what the heck? But then you're saying, okay, I'm not gay, but then I like these things, and I'm doing this stuff. It reminds me of Dennis Rodman. It kind of reminds me of him. And he was doing all that stuff, and he was wearing the makeup and coloring his hair and doing this stuff.
And the whole time I thought when he was doing all that, I thought he was bisexual. I just kept and he might be. That's what I'm saying. But it makes me think: are you being bisexual? You want to be with a guy, and you like being with girls, and you wanted to be. I don't know. To me, it's a mix up thing, and I think everybody's saying it's okay to be crazy, but I'm gonna be honest about me, and it could be wrong. I'm sorry. I like a manly man. If I'm gonna date a man, I want a manly man. I don't want a girly man. You know what I mean? And that's my preference, and I feel like it. Yeah, that's my preference. I don't want a girly man. I want a man. That's how I was raised. That's what I want. And that's how it is.
That's kind of how he's going, encountering that with a mother.
Yeah, his mother's not understanding. And I would be a mother that wouldn't understand that, but it's a blessing that my daughter would be able to say, this is what it is now, blah, 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 and probably explain it to me.
Right.
Because when you tell your parents something like you're gay or you're a lesbian or you're this or you're that, you want to be sensitive, so it makes it hard for me to be able, or any parent or anybody to be able to express their emotions to you, because now you're going to be, oh, you're homophobic or you're this and that, and it's like, no, it has nothing to do with that. I got to comprehend it.
Yeah.
I was raised this way, and you're telling me something totally different because now the new world is this way, and then I'm going to be banned or mistreated because I was raised a certain way and I feel the way I feel. But it's all right for you to do whatever you want to do, but it's not all right for me to feel the way I feel. And that I'm getting tired of. Like, personally, I feel I can feel whatever I want to feel. That's the way I was raised, and whatever. As long as I'm not out trying to abuse you or dog you or disrespect you, but it makes it, if I got to close down and I can't even talk to my own children about it, then why am I even doing this? And you know what I mean? Like,
We always discuss that anyway. The world don't allow us to raise the children right anyway.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. But now you can't even talk to somebody social.
Yeah.
Like with my sister, when I was talking to her, and she's a lesbian, and I was asking her a question, she allowed me to be free to ask any question, and she never got offense about what I said, which made it easier for me to comprehend and know there's different levels.
Yeah.
Cause like I didn't even know. Like I was like, cause I got questions. And especially when it comes to sex, I really have questions.
We know.
But she really allowed me to see all these different avenues to that, and that's what I'm saying. Is like you guys take away us to having that, so we can't never
really get understanding.
So then we can never be free to have a conversation with you and talk and accept you for what you are.
Yeah.
And I think that's what the mother needs, a friend to talk to her.
Yeah.
To let her understand and know it can't be from him because he's gonna be defensive.
Yeah.
And like you said, he's gonna cry. And all she knows is she wanted her son to be a manly man, not a girly man. And he says now she's not homophobic because she accepts the sister's bisexual. But the sister probably still acting like a girl. She's not acting like a dude. You know what I mean?
Well, that's the thing about it. Sometimes parents are that way. Like, you can't sit there and say that, oh, I am not a certain way because you accepted this and that. It's like what I was explaining the other day about how in our family, and I think you experienced that same thing too. I'm not for sure, but with our parents and the upbringing that we have, they raise the boys and the girls differently. So there's a lot of things that they allowed the boys to do that they did not allow the girls to do. They didn't treat them exactly the same. So it's kind of the same thing. So it's like if I was to come and to my parents and say, I want to be a madame. Hey, I wanna, that's what I do, and that's what, but then if my brother came up to them and was like, I'm this pimp and I'm and they probably be like, okay, how much money you got? Can you borrow some money? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Exactly.
but then if I say, well, I want to be there, why you want to do that? That's wrong to do this. That's demeaning to. Oh, but it's okay for him to do it, but it's okay for me to do it. So it's the same thing. It's like you may be this way towards this boy and not even know it, because like you said, you didn't accept the sister. You was like, okay, that's what you're doing. But then when he do it, because in your mind, like you said, sometimes we go, I just want my boy, like how it used to be with your son. I want my man, mom's going to be tall, and I want to. She had a thing. We just have certain things that we want for our kids, and because she probably wanted her son to be a manly man and grow up to be that way, she's not understanding this. But then he's even saying, I'm not even.
But I think that's where her thing is too, the confusion. You're saying
but your actions
not gay, but I'm an act gay.
Yeah.
And I think that's where she's confused at. It's like the daughter just straight said, I'm bisexual, I like men and women. So you know exactly what she is. But you're saying, I want to be a girl. I want to dress like a girl. I want to wear dresses, makeup, put my nails on like girls and everything. But I'm straight.
Yeah.
And I think that's where she needs somebody else to come in and explain that. Because I remember my daughter was telling me that, and I'm like, oh my God, what? They're having, and even though we're having this conversation, it would really be hard for me to understand. And my son is up here with some nail polish, me and him painting our nails together. Or he doing it with my daughter and painting their nails together and putting on makeup, and then he said, I'm straight. I'm not gonna go. Okay. I'm not. I'm like, are you sure you're straight? Because you try to dress like a girl. So are you sure? I just want to be able to dress like a girl. That's what I want to do. Doesn't make me gay or straight, Mom. This is what I want to do. For me, it's hard to comprehend because we've been raised a certain way. And this new generation is
they
raised.
Got all these different.
You can be whatever you want. If you want to walk around and be a cat, you can walk around in a cat suit, and nobody is supposed to say anything about it. And that's not realistic.
Because we feel we're all people. We all, like I said, and like you said too, because of the fact that we are raised certain ways and different. And like sometimes it takes, even if we accept them because they're our children, it doesn't mean that we are not a little bit confused of what's going on.
And I think people take that away from us. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you take it away from us, we can't learn, and we're not going to get any better to help you. So then you're going to call homophobe or we're this, and we support people beating up on these people, and that has nothing to do with that. I'm just comprehend.
I'm
You know what I
trying to
mean?
understand.
You understand what straight means because you were born and raised with straight.
Yeah.
You understand that what a girl is supposed to be and a boy is supposed to be. So you understand our point.
Yeah.
But now you want us to jump over here and we can't question it. And that's a problem that I have. And then people going to go, no, we're not saying you can't question it. We're just saying that if you say it out loud, then the people are going to want to beat up somebody over that. No, people wanted to beat up somebody over that on their own. That had nothing to do with what I said.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I need to know the information for myself.
Yeah.
And that's it. And I think people lose that concept.
Yeah.
And then somehow he done jumped over to his friend.
And so I think with the friend situation, in regards to that, is there, to me, I think you're going to have to try to get, she's going to have to get some professional help. They're going to have to, because she's suicidal, and then also you need to find her a safe spot. Now, I know, like I said, a lot of people, that cow chopping thing just don't work sometimes. And so she's going to need to get some actual help to get away from the situation. And she will need counseling to make sure she's not, to get her out of that suicidal.
Well, she's on this run and staying with a friend. She's not going to get counseled because she ain't going to get counseled.
No, I'm saying she needs to get some help.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
I'm saying,
agree.
and you don't have to be in that order. I'm saying we need to call. They like him, whoever. There's too many hotlines and things like that, or places that they can get help. Call and get her into a safe space, and when she gets into the safe space, then she needs to get mental
I think what
help.
their problem is they don't believe there's a safe space. As he said, don't call CPS because she probably went to a foster home that dogged her worse than her mama did. Because all foster parents aren't great.
No.
Because they are in it for the money, regardless if they say they're not or whatever. And honestly, they don't get paid hardly anything either way. So I don't understand. I'd rather be a daycare person and send you by home by 6 o'clock because I'm making way more money than I am sitting up here
dealing
with
all
the foster care, and they got to deal with these raggedy DHS workers, or CPS workers. So she probably went to a horrible foster home, and that didn't work. And of course, she doesn't want her mom to go to jail because she loves her mom. So they don't believe there's a safe place. So that's why he's asking for help. Like, how can I help? Because there is no safe space.
Yeah.
And that's because I agree with Joanne all the way. You need counseling. Both of y'all do. Your family need counseling, and she needs family counseling with her family. And the boyfriend who's egging it on for the mother to act horrible the way she is with the wrong behavior. She need to let that dude go.
Yeah.
So
there's just so many.
There's so many different avenues.
Yeah,
the message was long to me, but it was so many avenues
so many
that
issues
necessary.
that need to be attacked.
And then we still missed out on some information.
So there's a lot of stuff that needs to be kind of dealt with, and I don't really know. And sometimes it's hard because if we, like, say for instance, I would have known this question beforehand or whatever, then maybe I could have done some research and had phone numbers for people and things like that. Because of course we always know there's a suicide hotline and things like that. So always do not ever hesitate to, because sometimes we can be right there, and you don't want to, and even just having that conversation with somebody can stop it. You know what I mean?
So do you think there's a place? I mean, I know you get the suicide number, and they can't research you or find you, and you can give a fake name and they wouldn't know. And if that would help, then just go ahead with that. But I think a lot of people is, if I say this, you're gonna report it, and that's gonna put me back in the danger zone again.
Report it like how?
Like, because if you hear, like, certain people, counselors, anybody, schools, all that, if you hear this stuff, you got to report it to the cops and to DHS. And DHS is DHS is a scary place to go.
Yeah, that's very much so.
I mean, because you got, 10% of all these foster parents that are good parents? Out of the 90, out of the 100 is 10% that's going to care for me and help me and try to help me, and the other 90% is just there for the money. So this is where I think it's scary, and why he's asking for that help, because when we look at it, you think it's just like for black people with the police officers.
Yeah.
Black people ain't gonna run to call the police officers because they're not here to help us.
Right.
Well, these people ain't running to call DHS because the DHS is not here to help them.
Exactly. Exactly.
They're not gonna help the family. They're gonna snatch you away and tell the parents to do this, and then slowly do this. And if they want to be mad at the parent, then the DHS worker or CPS worker is gonna make sure that the parents don't ever get the kids. I've seen it all.
Oh yeah.
So I'm like,
well,
you know,
like even lately it's been getting worse because they've been dragging things out. Even parents who are doing everything by the book that they're supposed to do, they're still stretching out and probably get money or whatever because they're not even getting the kids back to the parents that are.
And then a lot of times you shouldn't even be taking the kids from the parents.
Oh yeah.
Or this, like I remember a girl said that she called DHS. That's what it's called here. So CPS where you got DHS here, and just to get some help, and took the kids away.
Yeah, exactly.
Took the kids away. So
and that's sad because because as a parent you should not feel like the stressors of being a parent, and when you actually reach out for help to kind of alleviate some of the stressors, then you're suffering a big consequence for it. And that I get so frustrated and. But that's what is going on, and I think it is happening. And that's what the kids are trying to tell us. Yeah, you don't want to say nothing because you don't want her to be put into the system like you said, and then be sitting here being treated bad and that's what I don't like either. This is and I could talk on and on and on about this because. I mean, I get it. I've watched it. People have foster kids, and they'll be like, these kids will be labeled because of whatever they have on file for these children or whatever. So then, when they get when the foster parent get the kids, then they'll be like, oh, this one is known as a liar, and this and that, and this. Well, then that can allow them to start doing things to the kids, and then. Because they're labeled like that, oh well, they're a liar. They're like, so no one's ever gonna believe this person. And they could be having worse and worse, like you're saying, the worst experiences being in these foster homes, and nobody's gonna care about the child because you're already labeled. So you could get into one, get sexually abused, or get this happen, and then they say, hey,
these kids bad to get so much more money.
Right.
Like they will label the kids and say this child is like an animal.
Right.
And this child is this and this child is that, so you could get all this top of the money, which is really horrible.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. It's like, so I understand the kids saying, don't tell me to call CPS. Don't tell me, because there's no help.
Right.
There's no help in that situation, which is really sad and really hurtful. And all we can tell you, the best help you're going to get is the suicide line.
Yeah.
Because everybody else is going to make sure
everything else.
Yeah,
we want to make sure, and she needs that sounding board. And like I said, be the friend. Yeah, be the friend that be right there for her. But like Lydia's saying is, and sometimes we need other people to listen, or we need an older person maybe who can kind of help you, give whatever. And then also too, I think for me here, it varies from wherever. I don't know where they're from. So it varies from state to state. There's so many different programs here that we have that could possibly help. Like there you would have to probably get, DHS involved or whatever. Yeah. But other places are not the same as us. And we have like a lot of different programs, different things to where she could probably have a safe haven, a place where she could be maybe. But I don't know. But I'm just saying,
because all these programs, and I don't know, and I think, and I don't know about other states, but I know here all these programs, whatever it is, if there's abuse, you have to report it, or you can get in trouble for not reporting it. So no, I mean it's really one of those sad moments, and it's so bad. Yeah. It's really ridiculous. And so all I can do is go with Joanne's first thing and just call a suicide line. If she is 16 or 17-year-old like you. Basically, if she left home, she can tell her to get her job, and then she can emancipate her, get her a job, and go and do what you want. Or she can stay with whoever she is and be able to pay rent there
try to help out
until you turn 18, put some money away to save to do that as well. That's how it is. I mean, that's the best help we could do. And on you, all I could do is if you and your sister can actually sit down and explain to your mother the different stuff, or have your sister who's bisexual explain it to your mother without you around, so you can't defend yourself, because we like to be defensive when somebody doesn't agree with us. So then you can then tell that information, so she can tell that information to your mother, and whatever questions your mother has, she can answer it, look it up together, figure it out, and that can help you as well.
Yep.
I hope we helped you.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to go with our next Black-owned business,
Yeah.
which is buymissjames.com.
Mm-hmm.
BuyMissJames.com is greeting cards. It's a Black business that does greeting cards. You can even customize your own greeting card if you like.
That's nice.
And they have different types and stuff. You can read through them and look at them. The pictures are great, little artistic work. And again, if you're a wholesale company and you got like a gift shop and you guys do any greeting cards in your gift shop or whatever, they do have wholesale prices for you as well, so you can go ahead and have these gift cards at your store and at your shop, and which is awesome. And it's called buymissjames.com. Okay, that's good.
Buy Miss James. All support.
There you go.
Support. I'm telling you.
And so our trending topic today is Kanye West. Woo-wee. Is he in the spotlight today?
Yes, he is.
I kind of feel sorry for him being in such a spotlight. And I think he's so much more in the spotlight. One, because of course he's a celebrity.
Yes.
Two, because he was trying to run for president.
Yeah. Well,
okay, so we losing somewhere in this battle.
I just say,
I'm like,
I'm
trying to help you, brother. I'm trying to help you. You gotta.
You doing too much.
Yeah.
Too much right now. Okay. You know, just kind of just self-care right now. Self-care. That's all I'm saying. You need some self-care. Because you sure can't help us, because you got to help yourself. And you need some help.
And Kanye, you was doing so much tweeting. Like, you tweeted. Like, tweet. You was happy with tweeting. I don't even know how to tweet. So I'm just letting you know. Everything we talking about is from hearsay from somebody else. I ain't seen no tweets. I'm not on Twitter like that.
No.
I'm not even going to lie to you.
He took it off. He took something
off. He took something off. But I mean, you tweeted.
Yeah.
Like, you said some things. You said one thing that caught me more than anything Kanye West.
And that wasn't a tweet.
It was a tweet.
What was a tweet? Which one you
The one I'm about to say. Okay, the one that really just, like, my soul is when you said that the Kardashian you was treated like the Get Out.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, you know, because people don't take the movie for real, you know what I mean? And I do. So when he said it, it's not the first time I heard it. You know, they were saying that about Khloe with Lamar. And then, you know.
Oh, but the Kardashians?
Yeah, the Kardashians.
Yeah, when you
and then you talk about China with the boy. And I can't, what's the brother's name? I don't know the brother's name. Rob.
Yeah.
Thank you. My producer, she's smart. Anyway, Rob and China. So they have these Get Out. And you realize anybody who dates these Kardashians that are other ethnicity, they have issues after being with the Kardashians. Things that make you say, Just saying. Yeah. I mean, does it make you say him? It makes me say him. It's been making me say it for a while. I'm like, why they all having issues after being with a Kardashian?
They become Looney
I don't know. Yes. I think I'm going to have to start watching these Kardashians and see how they're brainwashing these brothers.
I said,
it's
the yoni. I told her. It's the yoni. It's crazy yoni.
So what was Rob? Rob ain't got no yoni.
What, the brother you mean?
Yeah, that's Rob, and he was with, the Rob is the brother, right? Rob.
Okay.
Because the one that's married to the other girl, what's that one?
Kylie or whatever?
No, it's the one in the four. Is it Kim, Khloe, and
Kylie? Kendall?
No, Kendall and them was from the guy that's the other sister that is not that's by the Kardashian. They're all Kardashian. Because Kylie Jenner and them are Jenners. The other sister, she's the skinny one, small.
Yeah, I remember her.
And she's married to the white guy.
Caitlyn?
No, you know Caitlyn. Stop.
Courtney?
Because Caitlyn is the guy. The dad.
Oh, yeah.
So, Courtney. Even though, like, he even kind of went a little wild, but they really covered him and protected him all the way. But he kind of went wild. So I'm thinking, you know how they said there's an Illuminati out in the world? Kardashians, their own Illuminati people. They got in there. You get in them and you think you're going to leave, you're going to go crazy before you leave. There's something wrong if you think you're going to leave them.
They making them look like a fool.
They are all of them.
looking crazy.
Crazy. Think about it.
I say this.
Lamar, you got China, and now Kanye, and
I
he was cuckoo. Like cuckoo. And I feel bad for him because it's really hard because when you have a mental issue or a mental meltdown or whatever the situation that he's having, the world is checking him out and they're talking about him, they're laughing about him, and they're saying all that stuff. And I know you guys can think, oh, well, you were just making fun of him. I really wasn't. I was talking about the Kardashians. I really wasn't talking about him.
Well, even it's just to me, it's just the fact that mental illness is everywhere. But that's the hard part about it is when you have a mental illness and you're a celebrity, you're seen as because when you're famous, everyone's taking a picture, a video, or whatever. So your stuff is caught on camera quite a bit. So then when you do say this crazy stuff that you say, then of course, or when say for instance you're on a show or whatever, and then you say the weird stuff you say to whoever's interviewing you or whatever, it's always there. We see it all. Other than if it's just like somebody like us or regular people like that say, we deal with our mental illness on our own.
But I don't even know. This is where I'm at, and I'm 90% wrong. This is where I'm at. I'm just like, as I look at this, he's been dealing with y'all's president. Mm-hmm. He's been dealing with y'all's president, and he's been dealing with the Kardashians, and ever since he's been dealing with the Kardashians and y'all president, he's kind of been moody. I mean, he was already rocking the boat when his mama died. So his mama died and he was rocking the boat, which would make anybody rock the boat.
Yeah,
anybody could go to cuckoo. But I'm just realizing now he's in Wyoming in his bunker, chilling, and he's more calm and cool, collected. And when you see me with Dave Chappelle might be worried about him, but he went there to visit him, and Kanye was normal. You know what I mean? So it's like if you get away from your drugs, you're normal. Yeah. But when you're in the drugs, you're unstable, and you don't know when you're gonna break.
In that presence, when he's in that presence, then that's when
I think when he said he was in a get out situation, he really was in a get out situation.
Yeah, and sometimes you do. I'm just gonna say, cause I'm like a spiritual person in the sense. A lot of people used to tell me like this was really weird. I'm thinking about what you're saying. My grandmother years ago, she used to have Alzheimer's. And I took care of her when she was, at the end or whatever. But it was crazy because whenever I was around, she acted normal. But when I would leave, she would flip out. And I never see this. But as soon as I would leave, she would just be this other person and flip out and tear up stuff and just be messed all up. Just tearing the house up, everything, destroying everything. I come right back in. She was right back her normal self. And then I would tell her that do you know you did this? And she'd be like, I did that? Like, she had no idea. She had just tore up her own house. And people was like, there's something about you that makes her act right. But then once you leave, she loses it. So, and then like any of the other family members was like, I've never seen her this way. Oh my gosh, this is scaring me. And it was just really a trip. And like what you're saying is sometimes it can be that way. When he gets in the midst of these people, then all of a sudden the cuckoo
is coming out. It was like a trigger because he's doing his campaign speech. You know what I mean? And then he talks about abortion. And that's when the breakdown to me started. I haven't seen the whole thing, so I'm just telling you with the clips that I've seen. That's when it started. So he's talking about abortion, and he's talking about how Kim was about to take the pill to kill the baby. And how he saved his baby's life. And then he just goes on and rambles, and then we're not even going to talk. I guess we got to talk about the Harriet Tubman statement. I don't know where we.
But my thing is, wasn't he saying that he was the one telling her to get rid of the baby?
At first, that's what it sounded like. But then I think the conversation turned around, and it was saying that she was trying to kill the baby. Because she was doing that. No, it showed it in like 5 videos. That's what I was watching. It was like video after video, and I was like, oh, because he was like trying to say it. Like it started off like it was me, and he was like, I was trying to kill my baby. I was trying to kill my baby. Then like she was doing it, and I was like. But when you're crazy, it does go into that mixture of rambling.
They call it mania. That's it. That goes into that mania.
Okay, so there was the mania. And then he's really started losing it when he calmed down. And I don't know if it was before the abortion, after the abortion, but he was very calm and very clear. when he said, Harriet Tubman,
yeah,
freed the slaves to sell them to the white man.
mm-hmm.
And you even heard some people. You even heard somebody. Okay, we gotta go.
He said she did not really free the slaves. That's
Yeah.
what he said.
Basically, that's what he said.
He said Harriet Tubman did not free the slaves.
Yeah. Said she stole them,
yeah,
take them from white to sell them to them.
for the white man.
And then the lady on the camera said, "Okay, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta go." That tickled me. I thought that was hilarious. I was like, everybody
So,
has their
I mean,
own
you know,
perception
you
of
know,
what they
like everyone's like saying they're just praying for him and things like that. And that's what I mean, just like with anything, you know, like I said, we all go through, we all have our rough times. He's just in the public eye, and he sure should not be running for no president.
I think that's eliminated now because he didn't get his 10,000 votes.
Yeah,
in
from
South
other states
Carolina or
yeah,
whatever.
okay.
I think it's South. I don't think it's
Yeah.
North Carolina. It's
Oh,
South Carolina.
yeah.
And
Because
but
he didn't make it in time or whatever. So.
for the other states.
Yeah.
But my thing is this, and I have to say this with my. We don't understand what goes on, and I just like you were saying how your grandmother went from one phase to the next phase. I think like somebody is teeing him down like on Get Out.
Yeah.
Like, and it slowly comes, and then he cracks.
Yeah.
Cause you gotta understand. Remember way back when he went off on Jay-Z and Beyonce and them. That was another crack moment, and then he went and got help. And so right now he's scared because he's saying that his wife and mother-in-law is trying to put him in mental institution, and they're like, "We're trying to help you," and he's like, "No." And I think that's the part where he's saying, "This is a get out." No, you trying to lock me up so you could control me, to brainwash me to be you. Now I'm making up stuff right now because I don't know everything, and I'm just making it up.
Because you're not Kanye.
I'm not.
We're all not Kanye. We don't know what's
But
going
I'm just
But it's scary.
I'm admitting that
Yeah, but
because what I'm saying right now, he's normal where he's at.
Yeah, but this is basically goes to show you the life of these famous people. These famous people,
they have a heart.
They have a heart, and you know,
because everybody's in your business.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, you know, at the end of the day, I don't know what's going to happen even with you and I or whatever we do, our endeavors. But we're true to us. We if you hear me all the time, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But I'm finna say this. This is what I said. I don't know what I'm saying, but this is what you're going to hear. Because you're going to, you know what I'm saying? She's her. She's real. And I'm me. And I do, like I said, and we use our platforms for whatever the platforms are used for. You see what I'm saying? But that's why I say it's for entertainment purposes, because you can't sit there and go, she said this and try to track me down. I said this for entertainment purposes only. So guess what? I hope you entertain.
There you go.
Okay? So like I'm saying, because she's her and I'm me, and these are the things that we're talking about, all the things that you guys talk about too. There's conspiracy theories out there. There's all this stuff going on. There's a lot going on out there where people are more open about those things now.
Yeah.
And you got a lot of people, I've even noticed even in my personal life, that I didn't know, that really a lot of times they don't kind of know what's going on, or they just refuse in their mind to believe a lot of that stuff. So even though as real, and I may have an inside scoop, I ain't going to tell you this, about half of the crap that we telling you is real as hell. I'm serious. Like, really. Like, people, I know, seen it. Physically seen this stuff. The stuff that we talk about. The Illuminati stuff. That's there. But there's so many people in the world that are going, I cannot believe that about this shit. I cannot believe that that's going on. And that because their mind refuses to see that. But also, too, they ain't stars. They ain't famous. They ain't out there trying to be something. And, you know what I'm saying? And then the people, like you said, there are people who are trying to do something, but will only go so far. Because once they say, no, I'm not doing that, I'm not going to do those things to get that, you got to have your own platform and do it yourself. It's a harder road. But if you do it that way without having to sell out or sell your soul, as they whatever say, then, you know, that's how it is. Like, you just choose it that way. We are just being us.
We are.
And that's what I'm saying.
And it's sad that Kanye West can be here. And it's sad that things have happened to him to make him to the level that he's at.
Yeah.
And to understand that there's triggers to make us all go crazy to have this moment. And there's also not only that, there are people like the Illuminati or the house or the whatever that's above our pay grade. Well, we ain't even in the pay grade.
We in the beep beep.
Yeah, we in a little bit.
There's no pay grade.
We got to find a
There's no grade. We're before.
So we're not even acknowledgeable for anybody to say anything to us. But my thing is, for him, I think people want to discredit him.
Yeah.
And make him look bad. And I think this is where, if Kim did want to go ahead and get a divorce, it looks like, yes, we agree with you to get a divorce.
He's crazy.
This is okay. And you're going to still look good because you stood by him through his mental breakdown. And we understand that you can't take it anymore.
Right.
So I think that's what a lot of stuff people are doing and not understanding. And they will discredit them. Because I don't care what nobody say. I believe that they try to discredit that dude.
Who?
My favorite comedian. What's my favorite comedian name? Cat Williams.
Oh, yeah.
Who I be having brain fogs for real? Cat Williams. I think they purposely discredit him. I do. I think he might have got too high or doing something, and they placed him inside the house talking about he broke in and he was already there kicking it. I think they did a lot of stuff. Even when he came to Portland, the airport people was tripping with him. Like I said, that's what I'm saying. Once you get in that part where they want to discredit you and make you, because you don't want to do what they tell you to do, yes, they're going to discredit you and make you look horrible. And that's why you need to look at people for who they are. For like, you know, if you know that person and you know that person, you need to stick up for that person. You know what I mean? You need to have that person's back. Yeah. And I don't think people do that. People don't be having each other's back. They just sit there and let people talk about them. They sit there and let people have an opinion about them. If you know that, or then want to join in and talk about the person when you know how the person is. That irritates me to the fullest. And for me, Cat Williams is gonna always be one of my favorite. He did his thing. Whoever he was, that was just him. He was him all the way through. And I think they tried to get him and they tried to discredit him. And I know I'm only one lonely person, but he was not discredited. I didn't believe nothing they said. When they said blah blah blah, blah that's Illuminati. Illuminati. And we could go on R. Kelly. We could go on R. Kelly. We knew R. Kelly was a child molester back in the day when he married Aaliyah. We knew when he peed on the girl and everybody watched the video. Nobody got mad until it came on Lifetime. You know why? Because the Illuminati put it on Lifetime for y'all. And all of a sudden now, this stuff been news way before. Now we don't like R. Kelly. Don't listen to R. Kelly. You was listening and bumping and grinding and made a whole bunch of kids after you knew he married Aaliyah. After you knew he peed on a little girl.
Yeah. She on her rampage.
Yeah, man.
She's on her rampage.
And before I finish my rampage, my next business.
Oh, no. And on that note, this is sponsored by.
My next business is Black Girl Sunscreen.
Okay.
And I think this is for the black brothers too. But you know, the sunscreen, as Joanne said, the UV is getting a little bit rougher and tougher. And we need to put this on and it doesn't leave any residue. We get our blockage. And yes, black people, you can get sunburn too.
Yes.
So you don't want to get sunburn, you want to get chill burn.
Oh, chill burn.
Put that in my dictionary.
I don't like that.
Put that in my dictionary, chill burn. Because you know what? You just want to be able to be relaxed. There's no burning. It's just chill. You know you out in the sun getting chill. I'm giving you my definition right now. Chill burn means I'm out here sunbathing, enjoying the sun, flossing my vehicle, flossing my body. Because you know you all get naked when the sun comes out.
Chill burn.
Chill burn. And so you want to be chill burn, not sunburn, okay? Because chill burn, it don't hurt. You just out there flossing because you know why?
Your melanin is popping.
And not only that, you use Black Girl Sunscreen. And with Black Girl Sunscreen, you're going to get chill burn instead of sunburn. Ta-da! That's what I'm talking about. So back to my rampage.
Yes.
There's people out there that will make us look bad and discredit us and do things because they don't want us to do what we're supposed to do. And this is stuff that is real. And even if you don't want to believe it, you have to understand, if you believe God and you believe there's a Satan, and you know that Satan only has a limited time on this earth, do you not think he's going to take advantage of this? This is the time where God said, I'm not going to do nothing. For the people who want my help, I'm help. I'm not going to step in your way. You better get it together, because when the battles happen, you better be prepared to fight. So Satan is trying to get all his people together. So you think, you could go, I don't believe there's Illuminati. Okay. Believe that. So where's Satan coming at? Where is he? Is he coming? Wait, is he still that little red man with the pitchfork? Did you know that's just a cartoon character just to get us off chart?
Distraction.
That's all it is. So my thing is, you gotta understand, even if, say it ain't called the Illuminati, it ain't called the house, or it's called the freaking sign, I don't care. It's called something else. You know he out there and being busy.
Good and bad. There's always good and bad.
And you know there's devil worshippers. You know that these people are out here. So you could act like it ain't there. Some of these missing people that we ain't never found, you know those are sacrifices. How is Kim able to bathe in blood, if that's true? And how is she getting blood? Was she getting it from American Red Cross? No. They're sacrificing everything. Period. So, you know, Christians, they have you give you 10%. That's your sacrifice. You get 10% of what you made. That's your sacrifice. What is all these other people sacrifice? And you heard about it. I mean, this is not your first rodeo. That's why I don't even support Taco Bell, because they had a commercial about Illuminati, and I just stopped. And I heard it like 3 or 4 times before it like clicked. I'm like, I don't really say Illuminati. So I had to really watch the commercial. And they could have been making it as a joke. That's how people tell me. They were just making fun of people saying, well, you said it, now I ain't going. I'm just saying, I'm just going to be real about the situation. And I think that's what they're doing to Kanye West. I think Kanye West is not doing what he was supposed to do and following the directions the way he was supposed to. Because he was supposed to be a running mate to get all the black people to vote for him. So it'll take from Biden, is what people say. I don't know, because I don't keep up with this candidate stuff. But all of a sudden now Kanye had another breakdown at his speech. You know everybody had him prepared. And if he did, you knew he was acting crazy before he got on stage, and you should have canceled it.
Right.
But you didn't, because you wanted him to be seen looking crazy.
And this is the thing about it is he's not, he's just another one. You know, everybody else, we've had so many of our celebrities in the past that things like this have happened to. There's so many that are already gone that, you know, they're not physically here to say, and you know, and so this is just a continuation of what's been going on for the longest. And like I said, I tripped out because I never forget, I was watching TV and it was some old movie that was made probably, I think it was around the year that I was born or a little after, but I was tripping out because I was like, this whole entire movie is about Illuminati. And I was like, whoa. They were talking about this way back then, and they didn't. I mean, it was so obvious.
I didn't know the name.
It was so obvious.
You know who else talks about it? What is it called? Tomb Raider. Watch the original Tomb Raider.
Really?
Watch the original Tomb Raider, the first one. Because we're
What,
sitting there.
Angelina?
Angelina Jolie, and they called them the Illuminati.
Oh, wow.
They was like, yeah, there's such Illuminati. And because now I know about Illuminati, I was like, he was like, yeah. I was like, oh my God, it's Illuminati. So watch it. Just watch Tomb Raider. And I was like, so people been talking about it for years. And I remember my sister was like, you know, everybody saying Beyonce because she loves her. So Beyonce, And then I said, okay. She's like, and now they're just now talking about it. I said, no, we just now got internet. Back in the day, internet wasn't popping like this. It was new. So they have all this information. But you hear Tupac talking about it, Michael Jackson talking about it, Prince talking about it, everybody talking about it. And there's way more people, I can't think of all their names.
They're no longer here.
Yeah.
They are no longer here. So.
And it's supposedly drug overdose. Either they're cracked out like Whitney was, or they're pain pills like Michael and Prince were.
You just never know. I mean, like I said, this has been going on for years. this stuff has been going on for years, and you know what I'm saying, it's just he's just another celebrity that's just getting, which is sad, you know what I mean? It actually makes the same thing, you know, like when I sit, and it makes me think about when I was younger and I was like, oh, I wanted to be famous and this and that, and I look at everything now that I'm
I don't want
like,
to be famous.
nope.
I don't want to be famous at all. Like, I want to have money to be able to do things and to have the things that I need. I don't want to be overly rich where I'm just going to waste my money. I want to still be able to, if I have a lot of money, I still want to be able to help people in my community, help people around the world. Those are things that my heart's desire. But I don't want to be famous. I don't want nobody following me everywhere. I don't want that. I can't wear makeup one day and wear makeup the next. If I want to wear this,
she already there. She don't even know.
What? What?
You that famous already where you can't be not wearing no makeup. Cause you're already on there. You're already on the.
So if I am famous, Joanne, that means you're famous as well.
No, I'm not, because I'm not on as much as you are.
Next conversation, next. I ain't got time. Marketing producer, tell her to leave me alone. She's harassing me.
Alright, so I know we done talked to y'all to death already, but you know what? Are we talking about any other businesses or anything? We're done?
No, we haven't talked about the ones that we visited.
Okay. Oh, yes.
From her local businesses.
So we want to, talk. She's going to tell you the experiences that she had. Hopefully today we'll be able to get some more and patronize some more people.
Yeah, so here we go. GetBeautifulMe.com. I'm Joanne. Bless me with a bar of
Ready, Sex, Go.
Ready, Sex, Go soap. And so we talked about this earlier, but on the Ready, Sex, Go, she, was very sensitive to when I said something. But I think she figured it out when she tried it herself that I wasn't too off my course. So I felt that the Ready, Sex, Go soap smelled like fresh yoni, fresh, healthy, clean yoni. Is what I thought it smelled like. But when she got mad at me about it, I had to have my kids and stuff smell it and I tell them what I thought. And they said it smelled like a root beer, the root. Yeah, not soda, but the root. But one thing I can say about the soap, it does go fast, so you need it. But what I can say about the soap, it lathers really well.
Yes, it does.
Like, it is the most lathering soap. I'm like, yes, I like to see bubbles everywhere. I love it. It was awesome. It didn't get me ready for sex, but I felt clean and fresh and clean, and I knew it was natural, and I enjoyed it. And I saw some of the herbs and roots and all that come off of the soap, and that was nice. And it drained easily. It didn't clog anything, but I really liked that soap.
Yes, it is.
How do you feel about it? And her son did the facial soap, and he liked it.
Yeah, he's had I think it's like Black and Proud soap or whatever. And it's charcoal soap. It's good for your skin. He's liked it. He likes, I guess, the way that it feels or whatever. I haven't got to try it, but I also got the turmeric soap. And that's supposed to be very good for your skin, and or if you have existing blemishes, it'll take those things away as well. I haven't used that one yet. No, because I want to use it for my acne and stuff like that, so I haven't used that.
So she has to come back to you with that one.
Joyful Yoni is what I did use. So I used the Joyful Yoni. I'll use that one first, and that was nice. It didn't lather as well like the Ready Sex Go, but I did like it. I like the smell of it.
What was it supposed to do?
It just gives you Joyful Yoni. It's for Yoni as well.
I know that, but Ready Sex Goes before you do get ready for sex.
Yeah, but
it's just joyful. Just makes joyful. Sunshine.
Just is like healthy, like a healthy. Okay, and there's another one that's I haven't used it. It's for your womb. It's a womb. It's a yoni soap, but it says womb, like womb. I guess.
So she'll tell us when she tries those other stuff. She's gonna give us all the information.
Yes. So yes, and then she also did give me some yoni oil. So, because she hadn't put that on the market yet, but she let me try it, and I did like that. It had all the herbs and stuff inside there and everything, and I used that in along with the Ready Sex Go soap, and that was a lovely experience.
Lovely experience.
Well,
you know what she means, right? Just in case you didn't know what she meant. You know what she meant. Okay, so our next business was Pay Me Baby Mini Mart.
Yay.
And they have 3 different sections. So I'm going to try to say it really quick. That when you first come in, you have a little mini mart.
Okay.
And it's not, don't think of a mini mart like 7-Eleven or Plaid Pantry or your little markets that have fried chicken and all the hot dogs and all that. Yeah. It's not like that. It's smaller than that. That's for those blocks that you have 40 or 50 blocks and there's nothing there, and you want something, that's the type of market it is, and it's really nice, and they have like almost everything in there for you to get you through until you go to a regular store. Love it. And that's the first section. Your second section is, what did you call it?
Oh, consignment.
It's a consignment. So you can bring your items in there, put it in there, and you guys work out a deal on how much they get, or if you're going to do a wholesale price, and have that in there. And that's awesome. They have clothes in there, earrings. Let me show you the earrings that I bought my daughter when I was there, and they were a reasonable price. And
and that was on consignment too, right?
Yeah, this is a consignment, and it is a nice black girl with afro on with a butterfly on her hand. Really nice. And I liked it, and there's so many more, and they were really reasonable price. You can go and check it out. And then they have, like I said, t-shirts. If you want to start your own t-shirt business, they have that, and they will work with you on that. And then you go to the next room, and it has a studio room. And I'll tell you about the cost next time. Probably today I'll do a live with her, and she can really explain the other price. But this one is for teenagers that are 14 to 25 years old. And with this, you get to do studio time for 2 hours, and it's free for these teenagers from 14 to 25.
On Fridays.
On Fridays. And they have 8 slots. And I really say 6 because they said there's a regular person that comes in every Friday. So, but if he calls in and you beat him, I guess you just beat him. But there's 8 slots, supposedly. I'm going to say 6. And your kids could go there for 2 hours free. They can learn about, he helps them learn about how to make beats. He helps them learn how to do the rapping or the singing. You get to record yourself and know how to edit it. And they also said there's, you can do photo shooting, film editing, which is awesome. This is great, and it's 2 hours a day. So support them. And also, if you're starting your own business and you need help with your bookkeeping, she does that too. So when you go in, this is a good person to deal with. And I will give you the information. I have a business card, and they did not bring it. So even if you're not here in Portland, Oregon, you want to call her to do your bookkeeping, you can call her, and she knows everything you need to know about your tax breaks when you start your business.
Oh, but I also wanted to say too, if you guys are interested in the free lessons on the slots on Fridays for the 14 to 25-year-olds, he also has an Instagram, and it is Fingaz, like Fingaz music at Instagram.
Which will be on the description below on that. I'll give it to our marketing person if she needs to see it. Also on tomorrow, which is Thursday, she has
Food boxes from 2.
Food boxes is either going to start at 2 or 3. You got to call. They don't have a person who's consistently coming to them with the food boxes. So sometimes it might be Wednesday, sometimes it might be Thursday. And in between times, you want to call them and check them out. But they're doing food boxes because they are always wanting to help with the community.
That's awesome.
And then they want to also bring the community together on Sundays where they do potlucks. And you can enjoy yourself, bring some food, and enjoy. And that's around about 3 o'clock. They're doing many things. They're taking their little tiny platform and making it a humongous platform, which is great.
Yes, support you guys.
You know me and Nene been kicking it. I don't know Nene. Still didn't meet her when I went. But Nene's Beauty Supply. She has her store there. It's nice, it's clean, it's elegant, and it's awesome. And I got me these wonderful shades.
Yes.
You know I am looking too cute.
Yes.
Can't tell me nothing. I'm loving these glasses. And I'm going to tell you, it was hard for me just to choose these. There was like 2 or 3 other glasses I wanted. But, you know, I'm on a budget. I'm not balling like Cayenne and Cayenne. I know
Cayenne pepper?
Yeah, I'm not balling like Cayenne pepper. Kanye West or Kim Kardashian. I'm not balling like that. So I was only able to afford these one pairs because I was about Joanna pairs. So we could get together.
I gotta be able to see them through mine.
My thing is, these are so good. You should try them on. My husband tried them on, and he has problems with his eyes like you do. And he said it does. It's a better view. It's really pretty. I mean, it's not prescription, so it ain't in place of that. But yeah.
Oh, okay.
And it light on your face and everything.
Okay. Oh yeah, they are light. They feel really
but
good.
they like sturdy.
They feel really good.
I love
Yes,
these
those are
glasses.
nice. Those are
So
nice.
that's
Yeah.
at Nene's Beauty Supply. We got hair products.
Nene.
I even got
171st and all, y'all.
exactly. And then you know how you got those wig things that hold on your head so you don't have to wear glue and stuff?
Yeah.
They got that there too.
Oh,
I got mine on today holding on my lovely wig. With my wig stuff.
Nice.
So I just wanted to tell you guys that we thank you for watching our show.
Yes.
We appreciate you. And again, check us out Friday here on the Talk It Out Show.